That's not going to work. Cross-training and combining sportive training in your karate shows a lack of deep understanding of your karate. Not doing your kata right. You suck. You're wrong. We're better. Hey guys, Chris Hansen here from Karate Unity. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about digital citizenship and how that's a problem for us martial artists. I'm also going to offer 4 solutions that I think is workable. So let's jump into it. So digital citizenship, what is that really? Well, it's the responsible use of technology that fosters respect and empathy towards each other, right? And the problem I see online for martial artists is, there's a devastating lack of digital citizenship online. You're going to hear some statements like technique bashing statements, like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work for the street. This is not traditional. Cross-training and, the combination of sportive training into your karate shows a lack of deep understanding of karate. That's not karate. Oh no, we do that in our karate too. You're not doing your kata right, etc. Right? Well, all of these statements really are said with very strong overtones that point to basically 3 things. You suck, you are wrong, we're better. And that's it, basically. So here's my response to all that. As a school teacher for the last 16 to 17 years, I deal with students on a daily basis. And one of their biggest problems that I ask them is this. They're scared of public speaking. They're scared of having a voice. And the reason why is simply because they're scared of the judgment, of all the negativity out there, the lack of support. They feel like it's not a safe place. And so the internet is basically one ginormous classroom, if you think about it, with all the amazing learning tools out there and the social media interactions with each other. It's kind of like a classroom, right? And I hate to say it, it's an unsafe place. So, these 4 solutions that I have are ways that we can make it a safe place. So here we go. Solution number 1. If you have nothing good to say, don't say it. As a school teacher and a martial arts coach, I preach this all the time. Everything I say and do, is to raise someone up, to pick them up from falling down, to help them out, right? Otherwise, it's basically a venting game to your own audience, for the purpose of entertainment, really. At what? At the instructor's expense, and it's simply just not fair, man. That's just not the way you roll, right? We need to be consistent and helpful with this nurturing kind of messaging, right? And what we say and do must happen both online and offline, right? So that's solution 1. Solution number 2, we have to understand that someone else's work is their work. It works for them, their body, their learning style and their context. So therefore, it might not work for you. And if it doesn't work for you, you got to find out why the instructor is doing what they're doing and what's their context behind it all. People usually function based on what they know, right? So we have to inquire. We have to reach out to the instructor, respectfully ask questions, take a seminar with them and judge for yourself and not by the opinions of others, right? So essentially it takes a certain level of patience, right? To go through this in the right way, right? And often we lack patience online and even offline, right? So solution number 3, if a technique doesn't work for you, then either you adapt it to your game or you let go of it. Right? You need to understand the concept behind it and the context behind the technique in order for you to, to make changes to it, right? So for example, the often misunderstood oizuki, okay? People don't understand why we chamber our hands down here. People who do combat sports would say, this is a crappy boxing technique, right? But, if you dig deep enough and you understand Karate Man's context, you'll understand this hikite has a lot of value in terms of parrying a hand, removing a limb, overhooking or underhooking, stripping something, pulling someone down and hitting them, all these things to name a few, right? And so if you understand that, you'll understand that this is a package deal technique, right? And you can adapt this to your game. We have to understand that someone else's technique is their technique and it's personal to their learning style, their context and their body. For it to fit to you, you have to understand the context and concept behind the technique first. You got to know your training goal and make the changes to it to fit you, right? And that's what I do here at Karate Unity all the time. I cross-train and take ideas from elsewhere and mix and match and put it back into my own, karate context, right? There is no one size fits all. If the instructor's technique works for you as is, well, you're lucky. And I always find ways to tweak things. This is actually the fun part of training. That's the artistic part, in my opinion. And it's really about that trial and error, right? Last solution. It's really simple. Be nice. Whatever you do and say, you got to do it with a genuine kindness and willingness to learn from others and share your craft, right? And you got to also let others be the way they want to be. You stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. I'll support you in your lane, and if you want to come over to my lane, hey, you're always welcome. I'll support you in your lane too. We might be doing different things, but that's all good, right? I think if we function from this kind of mentality, we're going to definitely get along, like this genuine honesty can be sensed by others. We owe it to ourselves to be genuine and honest, right? It goes a long way, guys, and it's the general building blocks of building any community, really, and growing as a martial artist, teacher, and citizen. Well, there you have it, guys. Digital citizenship is a problem. We need to recognize when we're being irresponsible online and disrespectful. If you have nothing good to say, don't say it. Understand that someone else's work might work for them. It might not work for you. We need to inquire about why they're doing what they're doing, to get that overall context, right? And if a technique doesn't work for you, you either adapt it to your game or let go of it, right? And finally, we got to be nice to each other. Kindness is definitely a boomerang. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this content, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell for more cross-training content, technique videos, and amazing podcasts. Chris Hansen signing out. Remember to treat each other with kindness and respect. Peace.